What are we talking about today?
Eyeballs and head jokes.
I don't know.
What
We're
movie is
recording
that
in
from?
3,
I know
2,
that movie.
1. Not from a movie. Welcome back to episode 178, I think, of Eye Pokes and Head Jokes. 198 of Eye Pokes and Head Jokes. I'm way
Yeah.
off. What the fuck is
That's
going on? It's not from a movie, first of all. When you go, you lent liquor, that's from the Orbit gum commercials. Let's get that straight when they're talking shit to each other and like they're talking. Yeah, that's what that's from.
I remember that from Rob Schneider's movie.
That's probably where they got it from then.
Deuce Bigelow.
No, I don't think that's from Deuce Bigelow.
Because that's Amy Poehler in the car with Tourette's, and she's like,
Okay, let's just stop right there. Welcome back to episode 198 of Eye Pokes and Head Jokes. It's your boy, Mr. Alex. Your boy on the other side. Your boy on the other side, Cooler, or Mr. Cooler.
Yeah.
We're back. We're here to talk some stuff that happened over the past week and weekend. Nothing too crazy. We're here to talk about some New Japan stuff going on with the Best of the Super Juniors, and the World Tag League. We had UFC 255
that happened
on Saturday happening, and also we had Survivor Series 2020, the pay-per-view that does not matter anymore, happening on last night. So don't laugh, you know it's true. So we're gonna start off with New Japan. I'm not gonna lie, I think neither one of us has really been watching because it started on the 16th on a random ass day. And yeah, we should be like paying attention to it, but at the same time, I just haven't had the time because of work and a lot of stuff.
It started like last Friday or Saturday, I think.
No, the 16th, dude. It started the last Monday. So it's been on for about a week so far. I'm currently actually have it on my TV.
I should do that too, huh?
16th. But so yeah, we can start with the Best of the Super Juniors because they're both taking place on the same day, correct? Like at the same place, but not like interlocked. Like one thing is after the other.
Yeah, so pretty much how we talked about how they should have it, they're doing it. So it's New Japan is basically saying it's a World Tag League Best of the Super Juniors event, but they're not giving it a specific name. They're just saying that it's the event. So it's kind of cool because they're just intertwined. And any other time we would have, if there were any other single tournaments, they would have tag matches in the middle of those single matches. So now we have to watch the whole show because we never really cared about those random tag matches because they were just random. Now they're not random. Now that it's the tag league, it makes more sense to watch the whole damn card. And they're still not that long. The cards are still not that long. The cards, well, it's 3 hours, but it's still not that long in the grand scheme of watching for no reason.
You're right.
Or just skimming through certain matches. Like every match means something, and every match is not that long, and it's a lot to it. It's a lot to it. I've seen 3 shows sporadically, like just random dates. I've seen 2 back to back, and then one didn't let me watch it, so I just skipped that one and watched the new one. The other one. So, and I was also waiting for English commentary too. So
that's what I'm watching right now. The English commentary from the 16th, from the first night last Monday. So. Yeah. We started with the Best of the Super Juniors. We've had a bunch of matches since then. There are already people on 6 points. So we're going to start with the 6 pointers. We have Master Wato, Sho, and Hiromu Takahashi and Taiji Ishimori on 6 points. On 4 points, we have Ryosuke Taguchi, Robbie Eagles, Bushi, and El Desperado. I already said 4 points. And bringing up the rear, Yua Yamura and Dookie. Wrestling like Dookie, like you said, on 0 points.
I did say that. I didn't think we were going to do that again, but yes,
Dookie. I mean, it's kind of just there. Like,
it's the pun,
here, sir. Come on,
have some more, please.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I be telling people at work. I'm like, you can't serve them up for me like that. Like, whenever I hit them with that's what she said. They're like, yo, for real. I'm like, you can't just like.
Somebody's gonna say it
down the middle. Somebody has to say it. If I don't, you're gonna. And if I don't say it, You're gonna look at me like, why did you say it? It's like, so you want me to say it or you don't? Which one is it? Like, what the fuck? So yeah, they give me that look. So they're always expecting it, but it is what it is. So in the World Tag League, we also have teams on 6 points. A huge 10 tag team tournament at this point. So on 6 points, we have Great O'Khan and Jeff Cobb.
Okay. Oh yeah, they've been killing it straight out the gate. First night.
We have Iwo and Yujiro Takahashi on 6 points as well. Tamatanga and Tangaloa on 6 points. Gorillas of Destiny. And Shingo Takagi and Sonata on 6 points. So pretty much a lot of people. Yeah, you have 2 Bullet Club teams on 6 points. The New Empire team on 6 points. And LIJ on 6 points. Let's just say real quick, Tamatanga looks like 10 years younger with his shorter haircut. I think once he shaved his beard. Yeah. So like, but he looked weird with the beard, without the beard and the long hair. Yeah. So it kind of like offset it. But once I saw him come out with the short hair, I text you immediately. This shit pissing me off. I text you immediately. And I was like, oh my God, he cut his hair. And like, he looks really good now. Like,
yeah, and he said Kevin Kelly was saying that he just went back to Texas to start training. And he said
they all look really good.
He said why? He said humidity is high and the fucking temperature's already at like 90 something degrees.
Yep.
That is the best to fucking train.
You're gonna cut so much weight. I mean, they all look good. Like everybody in fucking Bullet Club on both teams look really good. So anyways, on 4 points, we have Taichi and Zach, the Dangerous Techers. Is that their name? I don't know. I don't remember. But they're the champions. They're Taichi and Zach. I forgot. Something Techers.
Sounds horrible.
Then you have Tomohiro Ishii and Yano on 4 points, and Hiroki Goto and Yoshihashi. Again, Yoshihashi put in the fucking work. Give him.
Yeah.
If I were to give somebody comeback wrestler of the year, it's gonna be Yoshihashi, and it has to be in terms of like from 2017, 2018, 2019, from what we've seen from him up to now. Like, it's. So I'm gonna keep saying Yoshihashi at the end of the day. And on 0 points. Oh, also and Juice and Finley, Finn Juice also.
Yujiro needs that title too. Then.
Yeah.
Because after the last,
Yujiro Takahashi has gotten really good this past year too.
Yeah.
And on 0
we were shitting on him. We were shitting on him for the G1.
Yeah.
But now look at him in the tag team. He's
looking good.
He needs that. He got it.
Good. And on 0 points, we have Tanahashi and Toa Henare, surprisingly, and Fale and Chase Owens, which isn't that surprising. But they put on, from what I've heard, they put on some good performances. Fale has dropped in weight significantly. So I think they said 150 kilos or something like that.
Yes,
So that's, man. He looks really good. He looks like he's really losing the weight properly and not rushing it and everything, but he looks like he's moving a lot faster, like way more agile, and I think overall it's better for his long-term health too. Like, might as well just fucking I think a whole Bullet Club thing happened where they're like, we need to get more like Little Bolo, Taiji Ishimori. Everybody's like, so that's good.
He's just staying how he is. Like, that's
exactly. I mean, that motherfucker's forever gonna be Little Bolo of the fucking New Japan. So. Yeah, but yeah, that's World Tag League. I mean,
one quick question: how do you feel about the Empire?
The jury's still out.
You still need more.
Yeah, I need like maybe 2 more wrestlers to be in that faction.
Okay, because what was supposed to happen, it wasn't supposed to be Great O'Khan. It was actually rumored to be Jericho.
Yeah, it was supposed to be Jericho. That was supposed to.
I would have liked.
It wasn't supposed to be Great O'Khan or anything like that. It was supposed to be Jericho was supposed to be the leader of it.
Yeah.
And then he was supposed to bring in Great O'Khan and Will Ospreay and everybody else in, but unverified rumors and reports about this. But
I would have liked that.
If they would have done it, it would have been dope. Like, I would have been
that would have been like the new New World Order, where it's just like, okay, imagine putting 2 5-man groups together, 2 different locations, and they come together.
Yeah.
Like in a circle with the Empire. And Or they could
You
have
call it the Inner Empire or something, or
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's not cheesy at all. Honestly, that's
No,
not a
it's not.
cheesy name. So yeah, that would be great. That would have been great to do. I guess they were just on a path where certain things just didn't happen in time, or maybe it could still happen. I would like that to still
probably
happen.
can. I mean, I would love to see. We've talked about this a million times. We would love to see Inter. Whatever. So we'll see if that happens in 2021. We're nearing the end. Hopefully, this upcoming Wrestle Kingdom could shed a little bit more light on that. So fingers crossed.
Yeah, we need to.
Yeah. My toes are crossed right now too. So that's hard to do.
I did one of these. Well, two of these.
But yeah, so that was pretty much New Japan. I mean, I'll start watching it a little bit more now that since the tournament has progressed, like to the halfway point almost. If people are at 6 points, so you've had a lot of nights and shit. So actually, you're right. It did start I think on the 14th. It might have started actually. Because way, I'm watching the 16th, and they're saying night 1 was before that. So yeah.
Either way, you know how that shit goes. Their morning is our morning is their night. So
yeah, you're right. Yeah. That's 100% correct. Yeah. So moving on to UFC 255. Wasn't that crazy of a card? No. I did have the early prelims on before. I did watch 2 matches. One of them was Sasha Palatnikov defeating Louis Kochi in
I'll be missing a good fight. Why?
No, you'll be missing because I just have this shit on randomly. I get the ESPN app notification like, hey, this is going on, and I just put it on.
No, but it's bullshit because anytime I put on the early prelims, there's no fucking TKO.
Watch shit ones? Yeah, exactly. So
never happened.
Banged for a while. He got him right at the end. So like literally not as time is expiring, but like halfway through the round, like he pretty much got him, and it was a banger of a match. After that, we had Kyle Dukas versus Dustin Stoltzfus. Really good match. They were banging the fuck out of each other, like really, like not that way, but they were going back and forth.
Why do you need to put the disclaimer?
Because just in case people get confused.
They were banging fists.
Yeah, with fists. But yeah, that's even worse, actually. So, but yeah. So then prelims had a really good match that I saw was the Joaquin Buckley versus Jordan Wright. Joaquin Buckley is an up-and-comer. He's supposedly one of the really good his name is Numansa. Yeah. So he's kind of a beast from what I've heard. So and he was looking all as much as a beast as he should have. So yeah, it was a really good fight. And then we talked about real quick the Brandon Moreno versus Brandon Roy. 2 Brandons. Huh?
Yeah. I said that before we started.
I didn't even hear you. My bad.
Yeah, that's fine.
But yeah. So you had that going on, and I think you said he dislocated his shoulder when he got slammed to the floor.
I'm not sure.
Because that's the only way you would really dislocate your shoulder, like with the fucking twist and
can't punch it out of the socket.
I mean, you gotta punch really fucking hard.
I know.
You want to test it? I could just.
No, let me test it on you.
Not on the left shoulder though, because that had something happen to it a long time ago where it could kind of partially dislocate.
Well, that'd be easier then. Come on.
Fuck you. You gotta do it on the right shoulder where it's harder to do. Anyways, but yeah, Brandon Moreno got the win. And also Antonia Shevchenko, Valentina Shevchenko's little sister, actually got a win, TKO win earlier in the night before Jordan the Joaquin Buckley fight. So
and she got a fight, TKO.
Yeah.
The bullshit. I'm so mad. The pay-per-view I don't watch.
I know. So on to the main card, we had Paul Craig versus Shogun Rua. He knocked Shogun Rua out, Paul Craig. So
is it over for him?
He needs to go. Bare Knuckle is calling your name. I'm kidding. Go somewhere else. Or retire. I think Shogun. I think it's time for Shogun. Yeah, or try Bellator. Yeah, because Bellator is getting better fighters too, and it's being a lot more respected.
Bellator like the Hall of Fame of UFC.
I don't know. But they are getting better fighters, and they're getting a lot more like respect and acclaim, and more sponsorships and shit. So like, it's becoming not like the B League. It's starting to inch up closer and closer and closer.
Yeah, and then
after that,
they're also on Paramount, so they have
exactly.
they have a TV spot.
Exactly. After that, we had Catelyn. I never know how to say her name. Chukagian. Catelyn Chukagian versus Cynthia Calvillo.
I'm so immature.
Cynthia Calvillo.
I'm so immature.
You are. What are you gonna do? Spit it out, Junior. Billy Madison.
Yes,
I know you are.
Yes, between that and just her name in general, it's just bad.
Yeah, it's it's kind of I just call her.
But I would never
Catelyn versus Cynthia.
Her face.
Yeah. No, of course, she's fucking knock you out. She got a good decision win over Cynthia Calvillo. Good fight. I think overall it was a good fight, but Catelyn had the overall she was better in mostly every category to me. Period. It was pretty close. I mean, it seemed closer than it was, but I still think actually it could have went either way. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just gonna say that it couldn't. Not gonna lie. After that, we have Mike Perry versus Tim Means. I kind of like Mike Perry now. Not because he lost, because Tim Means got the win, but because Mike Perry is a fucking clown and a funny one at that. Like when he came out with his his entrance music was Halo for some reason, and he was like, "Who the fuck put this on?" And then like
Beyonce?
he just started, that's not like
I didn't know. I'm asking what
Halo
song.
isn't Halo. Alicia Keys?
No, it's Beyonce.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the one time she could sing really well. Anyways,
she can sing though. Stop! Don't do it.
No,
she can. She just yells. She does. Sometimes she bellows.
Sometimes, yeah, it's too much. Sometimes she tries too hard. Sometimes in certain songs, and I'm just like, just chill just a little bit. Like
it's not trying. It's showing off. There's a difference.
No, it's not showing off because if she was showing off, it would sound good. Anyways, so Halo was playing. And he was like, "Who the fuck put this? Who got the wrong song?" But then he started singing the song on the way, and he was like getting ready. It was funny as shit. And then like when he got into the octagon, he started singing to Tim Means right in front of his face, like and going back. I mean, he still lost, and it was just like joking around because obviously like got the wrong thing. But like his enthusiasm and the way he was
get into
around.
it.
And his corner was his pregnant girlfriend, like super pregnant girlfriend. Yeah, so she was just like
he was there.
He was chilling. Yeah,
he
was chilling. Even though he lost, they were banging back and forth too. But Tim Means he had the reach. He was tagging him like his fucking boxing skills were crazy. He was just popping him, and then just catching him with the right every now and then. It was just really good. Mike Perry got some really good hits in, but for the most part, Tim Means he outboxed the shit out of him at the end.
Okay,
I'm gonna be real with you. After that, we have Valentina Shevchenko versus Jennifer Maia for the women's flyweight title. The first 2 rounds were pretty close. Valentina Shevchenko had her on for the first, had her on the floor for the most of the round, which was really good. And then Jennifer Maia had her. We're back to technical difficulties. So
verbal.
So like what we said, exactly. So yeah, Valentina Shevchenko won the first round. Maia won the second round. She had her on the ground for most of it. And then, it was pretty close. And a lot of people were like, oh, shit, this is actually a pretty close fight. And then Shevchenko turned it on and did what she does best. And she started turning it on little by little by little. And then by the 4th round, it was just, where it was headed. Maia knew at the end of the 5th round that, she needed a knockout or submission. Didn't get close to that. Shevchenko controlled it the rest of the 3 rounds after the 2nd round. And it was... she didn't knock her out. She didn't submit her, but, it was a fairly routine because this is the first time Shevchenko has really lost a round at flyweight in a long time. So kind of maybe there's a blueprint to go against Shevchenko, but also at the same time, Shevchenko's a beast. So she'll adapt. And the other thing is if she wanted to stand up for most of the fight, she could have, but she didn't. She went to the ground a lot more than she usually does. Because Shevchenko started catching her at the end of the fucking match and everything. So, I
feel like it was just the 3rd round where she just lumped her up.
That's when she started. She was like, all right, fuck it.
The first 2 rounds, it wasn't, the first couple of rounds were not that much. It wasn't that much punching from her.
Yeah.
It was, but Maia was not wearing it on her face.
Nah. But then
that
after the
last
third
round
yeah,
is when it all went to shit.
yeah, that's when you just saw it all. But credit for Maia for sticking in there, taking some fucking hard ass hits. She got a chin on her, and she actually took it to and she took it to Shevchenko for the second round and had her won the fucking round fair and square. So like, congrats for her doing that, and you ain't gonna win them all. And Shevchenko, we're gonna see if she retires soon because she's a beast, but she's only 32. Shevchenko. Damn, she could still fuck everybody up. Then after that, I fell asleep. I don't know what happened because I saw the beginning.
Sounds like me on Sunday.
I saw the beginning of the promo, and I'm watching it on my computer, and then all of a sudden,
you were just doing one of these.
I woke up, and it was 2:30 in the morning, and I was like,
"Well,
did I miss the fight?" And then I saw all the notifications on my phone, and I was just like, oh, "Okay, so Davidson Figueiredo, that's what I'm gonna say. Versus Alex Perez.
Sounds right.
Not a lot of people gave Alex Perez that much of a. I mean, it was pretty close in terms of odds, but Davidson's a fucking beast. So Davidson won in a submission in 1 minute and 57 seconds in the first round, and retains his championship. So that was UFC 255.
Do you want me to go over the boxing card for Mike Tyson and Roy Jones? Or
you can do that real quick.
All right. So preliminary card had Giuseppe Cusumano versus Nick Jones. After that, we have Irvin Gonzalez Jr. versus Edward Vasquez. After that, we have Jermaine Ortiz versus Nahir Albright. Then we get into the main card with Vidal Riley versus Rashad Coulter. Then Badu Jack versus Blake McKernan. After that, we have Jake Paul. Yes, Jake Paul. Jake Paul versus Nate Robinson. So the YouTuber
Nate
versus
Robinson versus like the basketball player Nate Robinson.
Yes.
Do we have to pay for this to watch? I mean,
it's
you know what I mean.
Yes. It's hopefully.
So normally you would have to pay for this, correct?
This is a pay-per-view.
And how much?
I'm guessing $60.
I'm not spending money to watch Jake Paul and Nate Robinson fucking box.
All I know, because remember, this is the second Jake Paul fight, so I really hope Nate Robinson whoop his fucking ass. And it's not even the same. I don't think they're the same weight class. This is just all theatrics and shit. But I do hope Jake Paul gets his ass whooped. And I say that with all lack of respect.
He's a piece of shit.
Yes, of course he is. And also the main event, Mike Tyson versus Roy Jones Jr. for the WBC Frontline Championship.
There's an actual championship involved?
I guess so.
What is this, the Old Heads Championship?
Yes. And this
legit?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if that's a real title. WBC Frontline Championship?
Maybe the WBC made it for them for some reason? I don't know.
Maybe, which is still weird because this fight is not going to be.
It's not sanctioned.
It's not. I don't know if it's not sanctioned, but they don't have real judges. They're not going to have judges.
Right. Well, that fight specifically. Well, the last two fights specifically, but the other ones are actual fights.
Yeah, the other ones are.
Right?
Yeah.
Like boxers.
It looks like it. It seems like it. I don't know any of these guys at all.
Me either. Maybe they just put that out there and to have an actual card. I'm not paying for it.
Legitimacy.
So hopefully the network has it.
Yeah, it should have some legitimacy for a reason, with multiple reasons to watch, and the two theatrical headline, name grabbing, money grabbing, attention grabbing.
I don't think
names.
Many people are gonna pay for this, to be honest with you.
It's Tyson. It's Roy.
But wasn't Tyson on PEDs leading up to this? I saw something about that.
No, they're testing for PEDs.
He just doesn't trust them.
Yeah,
Roy Jones don't want to get knocked the fuck out by a 50-plus-year-old.
Of course, but he's 53, he's 51. So I agree. It's not that bad. Give them
both PEDs. Look, if you want to make it a thing, if you want this to be a thing, give them both PEDs.
Yeah, because it's pretty. It sounds like it's very like it's
nobody loses.
Yeah, because that's the whole point.
Maybe Roy Jones if he gets knocked the fuck out, but nobody really loses because you're both not really okay. You're still athletes, but you're not competing.
Yeah. This is a one-off, and Tyson is a type of animal where he doesn't want just a one-off. He
honestly,
people are calling his name.
If he doesn't knock him out in the second round,
then it's a win. It's 8 rounds. Only 8 rounds.
Then Roy Jones is gonna win if he doesn't get knocked out in the first 2-3 rounds.
I can see that.
I don't see Tyson going that long, but then Tyson.
It's 8 rounds. It's only 8 rounds.
It's an exhibition match.
Yeah.
Whatever. I think we spent too much time on it already. To be honest.
Yeah. This is true. I'm interested to see how this is going to be on Saturday. This coming Saturday. So.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's on the network. We'll figure out.
We'll see. We'll I think it will be. I think so. We'll see.
God willing.
I'm pretty sure we'll all watch it at the same time. So we'll see. But yeah. So after that, we are moving on to Survivor Series of 2020, which should
in my greatest Vince McMahon voice
should just be a two-parter thing throughout the week. So real quick, down the whole thing. Is that how you feel about Survivor Series? Yeah. Okay. So going down the card. So we had The Miz winning the dual brand battle royale. Team Raw defeating Team SmackDown on the 5-on-5 men's Survivor Series match. SmackDown Tag Team Champions Street Profits defeating Raw Tag Team Champions The New Day. United States Champion Bobby Lashley defeating Intercontinental Champion Sami Zayn. SmackDown Women's Champion Sasha Banks defeating Asuka. And no world would that actually really happen. I'm pretty sure if it was a title match, she would have lost.
It did happen earlier this year.
Team Raw, that didn't count. Team Raw versus
No.
Yeah, exactly. Team Raw defeated Team SmackDown in the 5-on-5 Women's Survivor Series match. We will get to that because I did watch the finish of that, and it pissed me the fuck off. I watched it this morning, and I was like, really? Universal Champion Roman Reigns defeated WWE Champion Drew McIntyre with the help of, which one was it? It wasn't the Fat Uso, right? I mean, they're both not fat. They both worked out, yeah.
It was Jay. The one that's not
It wasn't Jimmy?
No,
it was
Jay.
Jay. It was the puppy that got dominated. I forgot. And then after that we had the Undertaker saying his final farewell to the WWE universe. So before we get to the Undertaker thing, because obviously, back to I don't care about everything else really. I did see a whole bunch of shit when I woke up this morning.
Miz should not have won that. They should have gave that shit to anyone else.
Yeah, like I said, I honestly don't care about anything else on this card except for 2 things. I did see on Twitter when I woke up a shitload of things about, the end of the women's Survivor Series match was so bullshit. I was like, okay, all right. And I saw a bunch of tweets, like my whole notification. I had 26 tweet notifications on my thing, and I was like, God damn. So I put it on. Mind you, this is like at 8 a.m. I'm watching this shit. I had just woken up, and I'm just like, let me put this shit.
That's too early.
Put it, and I don't even watch the full match. I just watched maybe like the last 10 minutes of the match. Where I thought that was just a match. I don't know how long it was, but
I don't either.
All I know is I started watching at the point where Liv Morgan. It was still Liv Morgan and Bianca Belair on the team, and Liv Morgan had just eliminated somebody. And I know it was the tag team champions and
Lacey.
Lana. Yeah, it was Lacey she had just eliminated. So I'm like, okay. And apparently Liv Morgan had pretty good showing from what I heard. So
you got eliminated.
Yeah, she gets eliminated. And then it's Bianca versus 3 people. And, the one time you have the chance again to not drop the ball and, like, show why Bianca Belair is so fucking good at what she does. You drop the ball by having a double count out and Lana standing there like a fucking statue at the staircase. Like,
you mad?
No, because the visual of it is so fucking stupid.
She looked like she had.
She just looked like a statue. She was just like standing there, like straight as a fucking arrow, not moving and just looking forward. And she just looks to the side after it gets a count out. And she starts going crazy. And Bianca Belair obviously is like, the fuck? Like, you know that Y gif that I sent about that cat monkey looking thing that's like, why? That's how I felt. And that's like, I seen Bianca's face. I was like, that's exactly what it was. I was like, what the fuck? So, and then even to the point where Nia Jax got pissed off about it. And I was just like, but why would you do that? What purpose does that serve?
Why not?
Because she's not.
Okay, so I'm gonna say this. Lana definitely deserves a win for the last 2 months. She's been going through 2.5 months. She's went through 10 fucking tables for no fucking reason.
Well, it's because she's Lana, that's why.
Yeah, and I was having a conversation earlier where just like, okay, why have her win? I'm like, she can't, like, why not? If you can't fight, you can take the bump.
Yeah.
I guess,
whatever, but when you had the chance to put Bianca Belair over and defeat both fucking Shayna Baszler and this girl, and then just take out Lana real easily, like, whatever. That's all. And then at the end, the Undertaker having his farewell. I found it completely pointless for all those fucking wrestlers to come out for the final farewell, and then when Vince comes out, there's nobody in the ring. And then when the Undertaker comes out, there's nobody even around the ring congratulating him or clapping or whatever. It was just like, now I'm gonna rest in peace. And I was just like, why didn't you just come out like Mark Calloway? Like,
yeah, you should have came out.
That's how I would have came out. Like, I would have just came out as myself. Like,
no, but I think the American Badass is more him than any of the gimmicks.
Nobody wants to see the American Badass. Nobody likes the American Badass.
I'm just saying, like, that would be his his casual wear.
Yeah, but like, I understand the reasons to have him come out as the Undertaker.
Wait, like, hold on. Don't ever let me say casual wear for Undertaker ever again.
I mean, his casual wear is a green hoodie and like camo pants and boots. That's it.
Do you want to get a cameo from him? It only costs $1,000.
I just made $1,000 today on the stock market. That might not be a problem. Anyways, where
is it at? I can't find it right now. I'm looking for it.
But no, what does he just go the Undertaker and that's it?
No, it's just silly.
Yeah, I mean, and that's pretty much it for Survivor Series. Like I said, I didn't really watch it. I told you I turned it on. I saw like 25 seconds of Asuka versus Sasha Banks, and I was like, "Oh right, this doesn't matter." And I just put on YouTube. I'm sorry, people. If you expected a more in-depth thing about Survivor Series, you're not really gonna get that here because of the fact that, like we told you last week, that we weren't really gonna watch it like that. So
I fell asleep on it, and I woke up at the Undertaker.
Yeah, and I was playing Spider-Man. I was playing the new shit too at the same time. So
fuck you.
It's really good, by the way.
Should I buy it from a PS4?
No, if you're not gonna play it on PS5, don't bother.
So wait, if I buy
it's not that it's not good. If you have a PS4 Pro, you could do it. Absolutely.
Okay. I ain't got one of those. I wasn't spending.
Do you have a 4K TV?
No, I don't have that either.
Don't buy anything. We could talk about this afterwards.
Okay, so let's get into the random news.
The random news. We're almost finishing up. So what's up?
Congratulations to Sonny Kiss. He has graduated. However you want to say it, he's welcome in both terminologies. Mm-hmm. Graduated this past week. So congratulations to Sonny Kiss. College.
Oh, congratulations, bro.
Yes,
it's really good. Awesome.
And that was the main reason we didn't see much of him in the beginning of AEW.
Because he was studying. Good for you, man.
Yes.
Don't let this be your only, not that, shit happens. Yeah, so
exactly. Do whatever else you have to do.
And I'm glad AEW was like, yo, go do your shit.
Get your shit done. Yeah.
Yeah. That's cool.
Also, we have the 2300 arena is closing. That is the ECW arena in Philadelphia. Yeah, so it's closing because of COVID reasons, and the whole fucking year has been a shit show, of course, as we know. But they have a GoFundMe to try to keep it open. I would very, very, very much love for another wrestling company to take it over, whoever it is. I can't spend everyone else's money frivolously, but
Yeah.
I would love to see maybe say Ring of Honor, which of course that's not going to happen. Ring of Honor, maybe AEW, maybe even New Japan buy it and just use it as
a dojo,
or something like that.
The Philly dojo.
Yeah, like why not? Why not? We have the LA dojo, we have the New Japan dojo. Why not
have an East Coast dojo? You might as well.
Yeah, exactly. East Coast, West Coast, and call it a day. And Ring of Honor has their dojo somewhere around that same area as well. So why not do it? And I would love to see that in a video game. So if AEW does buy it or something like that, I would love for them to utilize that with their storylines of independent wrestling, maybe something like that. Cool. Kenny Omega is fighting through an injury. He has a torn labrum. So. Yeah.
I wouldn't even fight through it. Just heal. Just don't. It's the end of the year. Just heal until you have. I mean, oh wait, he has to have a championship match in about a week.
Yeah.
After that, take the time off.
Yeah, it's next week. Yeah. So that means he's not going to win that title.
No.
And that makes sense. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Well, that's going to happen. Apparently, Death Triangle is back with Pac and the Lucha Bros. That was supposed to happen before COVID hit, and that didn't happen because COVID hit. So, yes, Death Triangle is happening. They had their little situation with Eddie Kingston. Eddie Kingston is great, and he is such an asshole. In the last 2-3 weeks, he the Lucha Bros had their second match, and Penta won, and he's just like kicking Ray Phoenix out of the ring. It's amazing for the amount of heat that he can just garner, just
generate out of nowhere.
Yes, just being himself and just being an asshole. And it sounds so genuinely him, but it's just great.
It's probably just Big Brother going Big Brother for a second.
And that's pretty much what he was saying. Like he was on commentary and he was just saying how much. Oh yeah, this is my best friend. That's my best friend. He's gonna win. Talking about Penta. It's just, and I'm just listening. I'm like, there is a catch to what the fuck he is saying because he is Eddie Kingston, and that was the catch. And then we got Pac coming back with a surprise, but he can't touch him because Eddie Kingston just had the match and he wasn't cleared. But yeah, so that happened. I was gonna talk about Lana and Zelina, but that's nothing. That's something we could talk about later. Kenta is teasing at a AEW pop up or just something.
He should.
He says
he send a video package.
Yes, because remember
like,
he has the brief. Exactly. Something. Like send that over there. Like send that to US, and then AEW send something to them for New Japan or whatever. And
video packages. That's all you need right now.
That's really it. But he said he has nothing to do on Wednesdays, and he wouldn't mind taking a trip.
Nice. That's
so
cool.
Yeah, just that.
Theoretically speaking, it wouldn't have to be done at Wrestle Kingdom. He could come over to the US, and technically that could be part of it.
They can record.
That could be exactly. That could be like a good. You see, again, fingers crossed. Yeah, we're getting there.
All right. So yeah, I do want to see that. Also, today is the 29th straight day of Sasha Banks being champion. The longest reign for her in her WWE career.
She hasn't defended it though, right?
I think she has. I don't know.
No, she hasn't.
Stop!
I'm just stating facts. She hasn't defended it.
Stop dimming her light.
So this reign means nothing right now.
No, it doesn't. Yeah. Not yet.
And technically speaking, she has to defend it in the next 2 days because remember they stripped somebody for 30 days of not having it. Exactly. Tonight. So we'll see. I don't know. Whatever.
Fingers crossed she wins tonight. There's nobody to beat her.
Anything else? We're pretty much over time.
Anybody can beat her. Top Flight had a match versus the Young Bucks, and they are already signed. They look good. They're pretty much the younger versions of the Young Bucks at this point.
Okay.
Like I said, Pac had a match against Blade this past Wednesday. Oh my God, I've never seen the Blade look that good.
Oh, he looked really good.
Yes, he looks really good, and you're fighting fucking Pac, like fucking amazing. Also, Serena Deeb had a match versus Thunder Rosa.
Mm-hmm.
Might be the best match that I've seen on AEW TV so far.
That's good.
So
wait, overall for women's and men's?
Women.
Okay.
Overall women's match. Okay. Yeah. So that is all that I have today, sir.
Cool.
I think.
Cool. No, that's it. So with that being said, because we finished everything and still went overtime somehow, that's the end of the podcast. Thank you so much for watching. You can follow us on Twitter at Pokes and Chokes. Myself at _Mr. Alex 25 _ the guy on the other side at
NU _KEWLA.
You remember I can mute you, right?
I didn't even do anything.
Okay. I'm just saying. Facebook.com/Pokes and Chokes, on Instagram at Pokes Chokes Podcast. Listen to us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, and Transistor FM. Stop doing a half squat. And also Redbubble, Teespring, and fuck you. With that being said, and the other one, it's not and fuck you, but you know what? It just threw me off. Thanks for watching.
That wasn't to me, guys.
That was to him. Have a good one. We'll catch you guys next week. Peace out.